Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builders Supply. In this video is to bring you a closer look at the Hager number 3945 passage, or I should say spring latch, latch bolt. This is going to be a, wow, that's an unusual latch. This is going to be a 2 3/8 latch bolt. That just for a moment looked shorter than standard. That's going to be a 2 3/8 latch bolt. This is a spring latch. This is going to be the 3945, which means that it is going to be a spring latch. It is an SC for square corner. The corners are square, as you can see, and would be something appropriately used on a bathroom, on a passage set, even though you'll see spring latches on privacy sets as well. This is a spring latch. The reason we call it that is because there is no deadlocking tab, making it a dead latch, behind the flat end of the oil-impregnated bolt that's here. Passage sets, privacy sets is really where you'll see this. Anywhere where you don't need, or you don't have a keyed function or a security function per se. And while you can certainly install dead latches onto locks that have a dead latch, you wouldn't install a dead latch onto a passage. Well, first of all, because they cost more, and second of all, the installation may not be appropriate for that sort of scenario. Okay, so there is a link below this video to a document called Template that will allow you to review dimensional properties of different latch bolts. And they do have a different latch bolt for a privacy function, which is very interesting because I had said earlier that you can use them interchangeably. You can, but the privacy set won't work correctly. If you install the 3945 onto a privacy, it'll work, but it won't work correctly. Here's what I mean. If you study the right-hand side of the retracted position of the 3945 and 3966, which is for a privacy, you'll see the end of the retractor. That's obviously for the passage. The privacy's got a couple of extra shoulders here. The reason that that's the case is because, and you may already know, but imagine if you're in a restroom in a fast food place, and your buddy goes in, uses the bathroom, and you're going to go in next. Well, he's going to play a trick on you. He's going to push the button and then pull the door closed, leaving it locked. That is what would happen if you had the wrong latch bolt. But if you had the proper latch bolt, as soon as the latch bolt hits the strike plate and is pushed in, that other set of shoulder on the retractor is going to force the privacy button to pop out. Okay, so that's why you want the proper item. You'll notice the length of the 3945 and the 3943 where they're going 1.5 inches or 1 7/8. Don't refer to the latch bolts by those dimensions. No one's going to know what you're talking about because they're not gauged that way. They're called 2 3/8 or 2 3/4 or 3 3/4 or 5 inch or 1.5 inches or whatever the back set is. But the back set on a cylindrical lock like this is the dimension from the edge of the door to the center of the hole. Not to the edge of the latch bolt, but to the center. So if this was going to be a 2 1/8 hole, if you use your mind's eye and just imagine that, 1.5 inches plus about 1 inch would be that dimension, about 1 inch. It's going to put you about 2.5 inches, which is 2 3/8. So that's where that's going to come into play. This does not have a floating front, meaning it would be best to use this on a square edge door. Some lock manufacturers, of course, have floating fronts that will account for a beveled edge door. This is not. There is also a link below this video to a document called Product Catalog where you can review oh boy. If you were to pull the product catalog up and search through there, you will find the 3400 series locks, and you'll get to the page where you can find all the latch bolts. Okay, about halfway in down there. Now, looking at this product catalog, which is handy because if you're looking for a latch bolt, and screws are included, by the way, you might need something else to go along with it. Perhaps a strike plate. Now, that would be on the final page. Or the lever or the through bolt installation template that's there as well. That's a very handy piece of document. Gets into some electrified hardware there on the electrified lever cylindrical lock that they have, which is going to give you electrically locked, electrically unlocked, or request to exit switches there as well. Not germane to this latch bolt conversation. Okay, finally, there is a link below this video to the manufacturer's page where you can pull up not only all of the Hager products that we sell, but also a link to the manufacturer's website, as well as a link to the full product catalog. And you may want to review the full line catalog because you'll notice that Hager does a lot of hardware, and in fact, they do everything for the door opening except the door and frame itself. Whether it be lock set parts or their namesake, Hager hinges, door closers, exit devices, electrified hardware, and weather stripping and trim and auxiliary, and it goes on and on. A lot of people are quite partial to Hager, and I would suggest that you, if you're not already familiar with their product line, to do so and become familiar with it. If you have any questions on the Hager 3945 Passage latch bolt or any other Hager product, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you.